would be. So, welcome back to the 4v4 £150 Variant Cup hosted by Gfinity. It's 1-1 in the series. Obviously, AS Lions winning the hardpoint, Exertus winning the Search and Destroy. The Pharaoh and the Vespa once again taken out. Massive submachine gun hits being taken there. The high caliber, pretty standard meta ban as well. Apparently, I've got a pick and ban. I'm not sure why. Apparently, I've got a pick and ban. They seem to have started it with me, not on Codcaster. Overdrive's been protected though. That's an interesting one. That's been protected by Gizmo. So, I don't see that too often. Rapid fire, meta ban, VMP, interesting ban. Big SMG focus. Counter UAV taken away. Obviously, people want to free up their classes and not have to waste it putting hardwired on. So that's the logic in there. I like the weird thing is I like to do that sometimes. I like to ban out attachments that I know people are going to be using quite commonly, which means I can free my own classes up to do more stuff with them. Like, so sometimes I'm not even that bothered. Like I mentioned earlier on in the stream how I like to ban stock against ARs, who I'm just gonna pick reject. I like to I like to ban out stock against people who I might not be too sure about their abilities with the AR, or if I think they're really good with an AR, I like to ban out stock, because you'd be surprised how many people are not particularly proficient at ARing without stock. It means that, you know, they're a lot more static with their movement, they can't be as mobile, they're a little bit less versatile, they can't do the crazy challenges they want to be. Not a lot of people are very proficient at boosting in the air and ARing at the same time. It's definitely something people are starting to work on. So that's why I like to ban it out for that reason. But I also like to ban it out because it means that I've got less things to worry about on my attachments. Like, I like to run a HVK when I'm being more aggressive. Like, if I'm second ARing, I've got to be a bit more aggressive on the hill. I like to ban it out because I don't want to run five attachments on an aggressive AR thing. But the reason I ban it out, you're like, oh, but you don't need to run 5 attachments. But I know that other people are probably going to be running more attachments on their ARs to make sure that they can get those kills. So I want to be aggressive in the hill like an SMG, but have the ability to use my AR. So if I can give them a neutral playing ground, I feel like I'm more ahead in my ability when it comes to using an AR in a more aggressive manner. So taking away stock means that I'm limited to so many 4 attachments, which means that I can put afterburner on, fast hands, a sidearm, blast suppressor, etc., etc. So I've got more to work with for by banning something out. I'm not only evening the playing field, I'm giving myself a bit more advantage, if that makes sense. So that's just my waffling on. But I want to bring up the maps for you just to give you a recap on what's happened so far. That 6-3 is an actual error on my part, so ignore that. It should say 6-2, but it was, and the scoreboard at the top was wrong as well, so ignore that. It was 250 to 245. My graphics were a little bit rushed in that break, apparently. But it is 1-0, and we're going into uplink evac, should we need it. Not should we need it. After that will be capture the flag breach, and we'll also see a Redwood search and destroy if we should need it. So, we're going to be moving into this game. Obviously, if you want to show this stream some love, hit the follow button. I'm going to be trying to do these cup streams as much as I possibly can, but also share it out for the great guys that are playing COD right now and battling it out for that illustrious £100. Let's jump into Codcaster. Oh, we got the colours on the top. I should do that more often. So, here we go. Moving into this game. So it looks like Exertus are pushing extremely heavy towards panels so far, as you would expect. And it's going to be met with some kills that are going to be traded away right now. Let's jump on board with Kalicious, who's actually playing defense right now. I'm actually trying to update the scoreboard for you, as it wasn't quite right. So I apologise for the lack of commentating and directing into this half. It looks like Kalicious is going to go for a 1-pointer. Unfortunately, in fact, it did go in. I don't know if that bounced or not. But he did manage to make that one happen for himself. So here we go. 1-0 to AS Lions. Great start for them. Here comes Ryan Gray into the water. Is challenged by Halley, and it is traded away again. Momentous has actually pulled out the LMG, the 48 Dredge Auto Burst. Seems. Was that? Hold on. Oh, okay. I think he's switched back now. Either way. Here comes Halley off for the 1-pointer. It does equal the scoring up. And here comes Gizmo pushing up. Ryan Gray actually answers back on detainables. And he knows Gizmo's in this room. And he's going to get challenged by 2 people. Takes out Kalicious. Takes out Ryan Gray. You can't be letting Gizmo do that to you boys. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I know you've got into the final of this cup, you've taken a map off Exertus, you've probably slapped me all over the park when it comes to COD, but what on earth are you doing there? Come on. Moving on, Denza in the panels is going to look to find that ball, and he has picked it up. Here comes a shock charge out as well, goes for the 1-point, it doesn't quite make it though, and bounces over. Detainables with this 48 Dredge, does catch someone coming out of that washing machine building. The ball has been picked up and thrown out as he pushes right into the spawn. This is going to spawn them out onto P2 on the bar. And there should be some nice relays for the guys on Exertus. Here comes Halley putting in a 2-pointer. The 48 Dredge is out in full force. Kalicious with a great pick. It is traded away by Halley. Here comes Ryan Gray on the overextend. Smart choice from him to stop the bleed. Does make 1 kill. Here comes HCXD. Doesn't know it's there. And Denza picks up that kill. Pushing forward, 9 and 5 right now with overdrive in hand. He obviously wants to pick up that ball and get himself back out there. See if he can get some points on the board. Detainables. Using shock charges. I think he's had enough of... I don't really know why the scumbags come out right now with the 48 Dredge and the shock charges, but Detainables is probably a little bit angry or salty at some people. I'm not really sure why. He really wants this money. This money is life or death. This money is 400 Freddos, 500 Chomps, potentially 1,000 Space Raiders. That's how much it means to him. He wants those Freddos, boys. Gizmo pushing up onto top panels. Is taken down by Kalicious in answer. And he has got that active camo as he pushes forward. Doesn't spot someone in the corner, though. And Denza picks up the kill on him. Ryan Gray in possession of the ball is going to go on the wall run. I think he's aware someone's coming from the other side and does wisely back up, leaving him stranded outside. And he is picked off by Denza in the end. Kalicious gets an answer back on Halley. And Denza's picked up this ball, waiting for support from his team. And they're just happy to hold this out. Obviously being 3-1 up in the lead in this half. They're pretty happy to just sit on this lead, you know, play the time down, get control of the map where they can. Halley's actually going to push up onto top panels with this M8 right now. And Momentous picks up Detainables. Halley just looking behind him, does spot someone, does pick up the kill on Momentous. Ryan Gray answers back, and the ball didn't get very far. In fact, I believe it went for a throw, but didn't actually make it in the end because of the rush circumstances. And Detainables picks up Ryan Gray, and we're going to have a reset of the ball and positions. And here comes Detainables. 48 Dredge in hand, picks up Kalicious from distance. And the ball has been picked up by Exertus. Gizmo picks up this time. Picks up Momentous with another kill. 200 points away from his Guardian. Just hold on to the ball, mate. Just hold the ball. Ah, mate. There was no need. No need. I mean, at 3-1, you're 200 points away from a Guardian. You get that? You're laughing, mate. Denza with 2 kills. Addiction finally puts an end to that. And that's going to be 3-1 to Exertus going into this second half. I'm going to take a sip of Fanta Fruit Twist as the twist in the tail. I need to stop making puns. Oh, I'm gonna choke. Excuse me. Ah, Detainables. I don't think Detain's not foreign. He's from Southeast London. He's from Mines, mate. From Southeast London. He's just rocking that 48 dredge, mate. The heat wave's coming out. He's going to say, nah, mate. Take that ball. Run it down the middle. Go easy jet with Denza. I don't know, I'm going to stop that. Here comes Attainable, pushing into the kitchen. Does get the heat wave and the carry kill. And takes out the ball at the same time. And it is going to be reset. And he has spawned to the base. Denza's actually moving forward and picked up the ball as he's on the panels. He's left alone, though, so he's got to be careful. Gizmo's in the base. Hallie also off the respawn. Momentous pushing forward. Does get a kill on Gizmo as well. That's 3 down for Exertus as well. So this is the time for the guys on AS Lions to strike. They have got possession, but Denza making a massive kill. Just kills going all over the park. He actually suicides. 1-pointer coming out, and it does go in. Gizmo not able to get the kill in time. Kalicious trying to keep them locked down if he can. Diction giving the support to his teammate that he needs. Follows up with a second one. Kalicious in the base. Here comes Ryan Gray looking to get that 2-pointer in, and he does get it. Going to try and get them off the respawn if he can, and he has managed to get at least a kill to slow them down a little bit. Here comes the push. Ryan Gray answers back on Hallie. Momentous pushing forward with that kinetic armor. This is just getting out of hand, and AS Lions are really starting to get a hold onto this game. Kalicious is in the base, slaying out as best he can. He gets a 1-bomb with Gizmo. Hallie answers back. Ryan Gray off the respawn. Momentous also off the respawn. Can't get any more off that, and Denza is deciding to push this up the kitchen side of the map. Looking to go for the 1-pointer. Does successfully get it. 2 minutes 50 left on the clock in this second half. Let's see how this goes. Here comes Momentous pushing forward. Oh, just gets the drop onto Denza, facing the wrong way. Goes for the second one on Detainables. That Kuda's really proving to be proficient. Gets the third on Gizmo. Not only that, shuts down the side. Gets the fourth turn on, and Hallie has opened the gateway for his team to get another 2-pointer as he goes for more kills. It's 8-4 now as Exertus makes some important kills to stop that. Opting not to go for the overextend. Just trying to stop that point going, and they didn't do it successfully. Successfully. That was a sexy play from my man. Was it Kalicious? Momentous, sorry. I don't know. What's going on? What day of the week it is? Who am I? What year is it? 2020? Kills being traded across the board, but it is AS Lions that come out on top. Momentous with that Kuda is just absolutely ridiculous. Ryan Gray has picked it up. You just got to hold on to it. Keep resetting it, mate. It is dropped in the water, which is actually a pretty decent place to drop it. It's going to be difficult to get themselves out there and in a good position. Kalicious just killing anything in sight. Absolutely destroys Gizmo off that head glitch on panels. Goes for the third kill. Can't follow up. Detainables with the Weevil picks up 2 kills. He's also got the Heat Wave. Addiction stops that one from going anywhere. They can't stop the 2-pointer, though. 1 minute 20 on the clock for Exertus to pull this back. They need 3 points here. The kills aren't going in their favor all of a sudden. Hallie does great work picking that one out of the sky. Moving forward as they start to spawn onto P2. He's actually going to go right round the back onto the helipad. And he is met by 2. That's pushed them right into the base. Ryan Gray with 2 important kills. And they stop that one in its tracks. He could have held on to that. He should have held on to that, to be honest. I think he probably got the call from mid that someone was there. He could reset. Here comes the overdrive. Overdrive is out. Is he going to try and go for it? He goes off the wall run. That's reset. I guess that's time being delayed for Exertus to actually make something here. But they have lost men. Kalicious again doing such an important job of slaying people from a distance. Oh my god, the aim assist almost causing death there. Can he get to the wall in time? He has managed to get to that wall in time. And this afterburn is going to be so important. He is finally shut down, and it looks like AS Lions have just done enough to hold Exertus off with an incredible second side to the map. They are holding this out. Denza trying to do anything he can. It's not happening. Detainables last live. The ball's thrown into his path. He's going to take him down. And that is going to be AS Lions taking map number 3 in this best of 5. putting them in a great situation to win themselves £100. They've already secured £50. I mean, £50. That's 200 Freddos, or 300 Chomps, or 500 Space Raiders, as we found out earlier on. I'll bring up the scoreboard for you, just so you can see the damage. Everyone on Exert is having a decent game as well. I'd say the slaying was probably more in their favor, but at the end of the day, uplinks are what win you the game. So I'll see you after the break for map 4. It's going to be a good one. Don't go anywhere.
I'm taking off these gloves.